is a big man. Daniel Jeremiah's first mock had this guy at number 18. Number 6 on my list is Michigan defensive tackle Kenneth Grant.
Yeah.
6'4", 331, 33.5-inch arms, 10.5-inch hands. Just one of these guys that when you watch a ton of tape and a ton of film over a college football season, as all of these scouts do, as all these personnel departments, as analysts do, as you get ready for games, and you just see stuff that's not normal. That's not normal. Mikey Sainristil on an interception 2 years ago. Catches it. He's a nickelback. Nice little player last year in the NFL as a rookie, by the way. And he's taking it back, and all of a sudden, what is that? Hold on a second. Is that Kenneth Grant running by him and next to him? It is. Let me rewind that again. Hold on a second. That can't happen. You don't have that guy at that size, that body type, being able to run down the field. Oh, my gosh, it is. I think 3 or 4 times I watched that replay back. That was one of many different occasions where you just see a body type that is not supposed to be able to do what he does. Again, 6'4", 30-1. He didn't run at the combine. He ran about a 5'1", a little over 5 flat 40, so it wasn't like he was some 4'6", 4'7 guy. But it's just the agility. It's the movement. It's the fluidity. When you're that big, you're not supposed to be able to do those things. It is why Daniel Jeremiah, in cut number 14, had him in the mock to the Seahawks, his very first mock at number 18, and why he, like many around the league, are so deeply intrigued.
He's got as much ability as anybody in the draft. He hasn't got it all together just yet, but it's just there's not many people walking around planet Earth that are 340 pounds that can move like this kid can. So it's not all there yet. He hasn't all figured out. You're not going to be getting year 1 what you're going to be getting year 3. You're drafting him for year 3, which is another side story on where you want to get your team and where your roster. I was talking to somebody in the Eagles organization, and we were talking about the draft, and we were talking about this. How would you like this player versus that player? And he brought up the line and said, well, for us, we have so much depth on our roster that we really talk more about year 2 and year 3 with these guys versus how do we need him to plug in year 1. They're going to have a hard time getting their first-round picks on the field at most of these positions.
I think he fits into that mold a little bit. There's Leonard, there's Jaron, there's Byron. You're not coming in to play 75% of the snaps. And he's a younger guy. Many of these profiled guys, Salk, have been there 3, 4, 5 years. He's only 3 years, but he played 41 games in those 3 years in Michigan, including playing a key role in their run to the national title, just plugging things up right in the middle of that line. He's a 2-time all-conference member. He's one of these guys as well, and I think of my late great friend Cortez Kennedy. And there was a highlight of him, I think, last week, Tom Flores, and the folks calling him on draft day. And Cortez was like 2 different humans stuck together. From the waist up, there was a lot of girth and breadth and size and a little bit of body fat. And then the legs were like a running back. Warren Sapp, if you ever see Warren Sapp in person, it's the same thing. The waist up, there's all this size and breadth and broad shoulders and mass. And then he's got legs like a running back. That's Kenneth Grant. The 6'4", the 330-something, there's so much of that happens upstairs. But then you look at the legs, and he's super athletic and nimble, and they just don't really match. Now, some of that has caused some issues on double teams, and can he really hold the point? And you look at it, Byron Murphy. Those 2 guys standing next to each other could not be put together any differently. Byron Murphy's like a pit bull, right? He's like an English bulldog. He's like low center of gravity, immovable, legs for days, right? But he's 6 foot 310 pounds. This guy is long levered. 6'4", and when he gets you and he gets a one-on-one, he gets underneath you, he is destructive. John Jansen kind of echoes the same thing Daniel Jeremiah did. John Jansen, old NFL offensive tackle, the analyst and voice of Michigan, up in that booth. I think he was with Bump and Stacy talking about, again, the tools, the upside, what Kenneth Grant can be in the NFL.
But Kenneth Grant, and I know Kenneth is not going to go nearly as high as Mason, and he's going to take a little bit more time to develop. But if he really masters the craft of being a defensive tackle in the NFL with his size, his speed, his strength, I think he's going to be an absolute beast. He just won't be as impactful early in his career as Mason will be.
You know who I want working with him? Jaron Reed, Leonard, Aiden Dirty. I kind of want that group. I think you've got a great, kind of great set of tools there. A developmental piece. And, oh, by the way, Nwosu and DeMarcus, and that is a veteran defensive line room that I would not hate Kenneth Grant at 18. You've seen him
Is there
slip.
any chance he's available in the second round of 50?
No chance at 50. If you traded down,
Yeah.
if you felt comfortable getting in maybe in the mid-20s, I've seen him kind of slipping mid-20s, maybe late first round, maybe to Philadelphia, the 30, whatever. Like, you've seen that. No chance at 50. No chance at 50. Good chance later than 18, because some of the stuff on tape, again, is like, whoa. We got to hold the point a little bit better than that. And if college low lines are doing that to you, this is a big boy league, and you're going to have to grow and refine, and your best football may not be in 2025. It's 26, 27, 28. But I'll go back to what Daniel said. There just are not many human beings that are put together like this young man is.
Well, that is another draft profile, Kenneth Grant from Michigan, defensive lineman, and I would not be upset if that was their pick at 18. Not at all.
Well, we really do appreciate you guys watching our videos.
And remember, you can like it, you can subscribe it, you can download the Seattle Sports app so you never miss a minute.